when we start getting this menopause age, you want to do some kind of resistance training. And the reason for that is the more muscle that you build, and I'm not talking about you have to be this like buff bodybuilder looking person. The more muscle you build, the easier it is to burn fat. Welcome to the Women Rockin' Midlife Podcast, soulful wellness to elevate your second act. You deserve to deeply love every moment of your life, living your best life with pure joy, optimal health and abundance, with the energy, time, and inner peace to savor experiences with your loved ones and with yourself. Hi, I'm Jen Kunkel. Join me on this soulful journey to complete wellness in midlife and beyond. I hear it all the time. I eat so healthy and I can't lose weight. No matter what I do, the weight just stays on or I gain more weight. Except you know what? When I take a closer look at what healthy means, when we look at all the details or how often they cheat, I can see what's going on. I know this might not be easy to hear, but I say it with total love because if I pay you lip service and let you continue to think you're eating healthy, you're going to continue to be frustrated and feel like there's nothing you can do. But I'm going to be honest with you here. Not to beat you up, not for being perfect, not to make you feel bad. It's to put the power back in your hands, to show you there actually is still something that you can do. You don't have to accept feeling crappy and bloated and heavy. You still have moves you can make. So menopause hit and you gained 15 pounds overnight. Yeah, that happened to me. You eat healthy, you exercise, you still can't lose that stubborn menopause weight. I hear it all the time. I get it. One day I woke up feeling the exact same way, like, oh my gosh, I gained 15 pounds overnight. Except I knew I wasn't eating as well as I needed to, and I wasn't exercising regularly. The problem here is healthy is such a subjective term, and everyone defines it differently. What does healthy mean to you? Think about that. What does healthy mean to you? When you say you're eating healthy, what does that mean? What does that look like? For some people, it looks like, okay, I'm not eating any carbs, or I'm doing the carnivore diet, or I'm doing keto, or I'm doing the cheese diet. I don't know. I just made that up. I hope that's not really a thing. So healthy means something different to everyone. Non-fat, low fat. I did that in the 90s. I got sucked into that trend. I do not do that anymore because a lot of that low fat, non-fat stuff either has a lot of sugar and it's highly processed. It has something in it to make it taste good without the fat. I would rather have natural fats, and I'm not afraid of that. So think about what healthy means to you. Jot down some notes actually as we're going along here. And maybe you will see some gaps here, okay? So I've noticed that there are some common areas where there's self-sabotage. Did you write down what you think healthy is first? All right. Jot that down. Like, what does it mean to you to say that I'm eating healthy? Now, let me go through these areas of common self-sabotage, and you might see something that is in your mindset that's blocking you, something that's getting in your way, something that's like, ooh, maybe I wasn't being as healthy as I thought I was, or, oh, maybe I am doing that too much or not enough. So you'll see what I mean. First of all, cheat days. How often do you have a cheat day? Do you eat healthy during, Monday through Friday, and then you just eat what you want Saturday and Sunday? That's a lot of cheat days, by the way. And when you say eat what you want, what does that look like? Like, think about what are you actually eating? If you keep a food log, that's actually going to be very revealing to you. And every single thing that goes into your mouth, you write it down. Gum, soda, juice. A lot of people think juice is healthy, and it's not unhealthy, but it's you're going to get a lot of calories and a lot of sugar. And I'm not saying natural sugar is bad because I'm so not into that. But it's healthier to eat the whole piece of fruit because you have the fiber too, and it helps regulate your blood sugar when you're consuming it that way. Not exercising or not doing the right kinds of exercise. What are you doing for exercising? Are you stretching? Is that all you're doing? I mean, that's probably not going to do very much. Are you walking, but you're only walking for like 5 minutes? That's a good start, but that's probably not going to get you where you want to go. It's a good place to start. If that's all you can get in, do 5 minutes. Don't expect to lose weight doing 5 minutes a day, though. When we start getting this menopause age, you want to do some kind of resistance training. And the reason for that is the more muscle that you build, and I'm not talking about you have to be this like buff bodybuilder looking person. The more muscle you build, the easier it is to burn fat. Oh, also, you're just looking at the scale. You're weighing yourself and not looking at how your clothes fit. Because guess what? If you are doing resistance training, you might not lose weight on the scale. You might actually gain a little bit of weight. You're probably not. You're probably going to stay the same. I did this half marathon years ago, and I was training my butt off. I was running like I never ran before, like miles and miles and miles on training. And I did not lose 1 single pound. I don't remember how long we trained for, maybe like 12 weeks or something. And I was like, how did I not lose any weight? But I looked better. I was thinner. I was more lean. So, don't gauge everything just from the scale. So another self-sabotaging thing is not understanding the problem with processed foods. That's one of my big things is avoid the processed foods as much as you possibly can, because we don't really know what that's doing to our bodies, what it's doing, what these questionable ingredients are doing, the things you can't pronounce. Even natural colors and natural flavorings, even though it says natural, you need to learn how to read a label, and you need to know that. Just quick version right here. The front of the label, the front of the package, it's all marketing. Most of it doesn't mean anything, okay? So you want to look at the ingredients list. The ingredients list, not even the nutritional value necessarily, the actual ingredients list. That's going to be where you get the most accurate information. Now, depending on what you're looking for, you might want to look at the nutritional label too. But as far as what's in it and what's not, ingredients list. And sometimes you have to look up what they mean because they change the names of stuff. So anyway, another self-sabotaging area is along those same lines of processed foods, and that is pseudo-healthy foods. If you don't know what processed foods are, you might be eating them unknowingly, thinking they're healthy. Like things like muffins, granola bars, fake meat, fake cheese products. The bakery items that are in most grocery stores, I used to think those were better than going down the packaged aisle. And then I caught an ingredients list on one of the bakery items, and I'm like, what? It was like this long, and I'm like, shouldn't there just be like flour, sugar, vanilla, your basic stuff? I actually thought they were baking it there. So if you thought that too, don't feel bad, because I thought so. And I was kind of shocked when I found out that they weren't, and really disappointed. All right. So another thing where you might be self-sabotaging yourself is not counting sweets and treats that you have. And maybe you have those kind of things more often than you realize, because you're like, oh, I'm just going to have a little bit. Oh, I'm just going to have a little bit. But if you have a little bit on a very consistent basis, that's self-sabotaging you. So those are things to take note of. Now, do your hormones come into play? Does it make it harder to lose weight at the same time of your life? Yeah, it does. So you have to be even more diligent. And there's going to be other things that you might have to look at too in your individual case. But look there first. Look at these obvious things first, because it might just be that you're really not eating as healthy as you think you are, and you're really not moving as much as you think you are, and you're not doing the right kinds of things. When you can look at the truth, and you can be really, really honest with yourself, that's when you get empowered. That's when you can really take control and make changes and see the results.